witches met me on the day I won the battle, and I have since learned that they have supernatural powers. When I tried desperately to question them further, they vanished into thin air. While I stood in awe, messengers from the king arrived and greeted me as the Thane of Cawdor, which is precisely how the weird sisters had predicted before calling me the future king. I thought I should tell you so you can see how cool I am now. Keep it a secret, and farewell. You are Thane of Glamis and Cawdor, and you're going to be king? Just like you were promised? But I worry about whether or not you have what it takes to seize the crown. You're too full of the weakness of human kindness to strike aggressively at your first opportunity. You want to be powerful, and you don't lack ambition, but you don't have the mean streak that these things call for. The things you want to do like a good man. You don't want to cheat, yet you want what doesn't belong to you. There's something you want, but you're afraid to do what you need to get it. You want it to be done for you. Hurry home so I can persuade you and talk you out of whatever's keeping you from going up to the crown. After all, Fate and Witchcraft both seem to want you to be king. What news do you bring?
The king is coming here tonight.
You must be crazy to say that. Isn't Macbeth with the king? And would Macbeth have told me in advance so I could prepare if the king were really coming?
I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Macbeth is coming. He sent a messenger ahead of him, who arrived here so out of breath that he could barely speak.
Take good care of him. He brings great news.
Okay.
Duncan's gonna die tonight. Come, evil spirits, that help mortals, make me more manly, and fill me from head to toe with deadly cruelty. Prevent my conscience from intervening. I gotta do some evil stuff. Come, thick night, and cover the world in the darkest smoke of hell, so that my sharp knife can't see the wound it cuts open, and so heaven can't peep through the darkness and cry, "No, stop!" Great Thane of Glamis, worthy Thane of Cawdor, you'll soon be greater than both those titles once you become king. Your letter has transported me from the present moment when who knows what will happen, and has made me feel like the future is already here.
My dearest love, Duncan is coming here tonight.
And when is he leaving?
He plans to leave tomorrow.
Yeah, right, that ain't gonna happen. Your face says other things, my lord, and people will be able to read it like a book. In order to deceive them, you must play it cool. Greet the king with a welcome expression in your eyes. Put a comforting smile on. The king is coming and he's got to be taken care of. I'll handle the death plans, for tonight will change our lives.
We'll speak about this tomorrow.
You should project a peaceful mood, because if you look troubled, you're gonna arouse suspicion. Don't be sketch, bro. Leave all the rest to me.
Okay. Alright. If this business would really be finished when I did the deed, then it would be best to get it over with quickly. I would risk anything just to get that guy out of here so I can have the power. But for crimes like these, there are still punishments in this world. By committing violent crimes, we only teach each other to commit violence too. And the violence of our students will come back to plague us teachers. I'm sure it will come back to me in the end, but screw it. The king trusts me, so I'm really screwing him over. That's his loss. Besides, Duncan has been such a humble leader, so free of corruption, that his virtuous legacy will speak to him when he dies, as if angels were playing trumpets against the injustice of his murder. Everyone's going to hear about it. People will shed a flood of tears that will drown the wind like a horrible downpour of rain. I can't spur myself to action. The only thing motivating me is ambition, which makes people rush ahead of themselves toward disaster.
He's almost finished dinner. Why did he leave the dining room?
He asked for me?
Don't you know he has?
We can't go on with this plan. The king has just honored me, and I have earned the good opinion of all sorts of people. This is just too sketch.
Were you drunk when you seemed so hopeful before? Have you gone to sleep and woken up green or this full of in fear of this idea? Don't be a pussy. Will you take the crown you want so badly, or will you live as a coward? Always say, I can't, after you say, I want to. You're like the poor cat in the old story.
Please stop. I dare to do only what is proper for a man to do. I can't overreach for this.
If you weren't a man, Then what kind of animal were you when you first told me you wanted to do this? When you dared to do it, that's when you were a man. And if you go one step further by doing what you dared to do before, you'd be that much more of a man. The time and place weren't right before, but you would have got ahead with the motor anyhow. Now the time and place are just right, but they're almost too good for you.
But if we fail...
We fail? If you get your courage up, we can't fail. When Duncan is asleep, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Just stab the guy. And the girls too. They'll be blamed for it. It'll all work out.
Gosh, you're a crazy woman. So brave. Pray to God you don't have girls.
Who could think it happened the other way? We'll be grieving loudly when we hear that Duncan has died.
Now I'm decided. And I will exert every muscle in my body to commit this crime. And I'm doing it. This guy has no idea what's coming.